Hey guys, my video. This is what I have been leading up to the past week or so. This is the OPTCG Road to King mini game explained. Uh, this mini game, as if you gathered in the last trailer, is a 1 to 4 player fight against bosses in the One Piece card game. So let's jump into the rules. Deck building. Each deck, including the bosses, has 10 Don, 1 leader, and 40 cards, with a max of 4 of one card with the same name. Pretty similar to normal decks, except it's missing 10 cards. Yeah, 10 cards. Just to get it a little bit, it's a little bit of a faster format depending on how you play, but you're not gonna want to have a large deck. Life. One card with a life agreed upon by the players and boss player written down on a separate piece of paper. Um, the boss's attack points are also agreed upon by the players and boss player. When I say one card, I mean the boss card. It could be I made some. We'll get to there, but I made some special cards just for this format. But you could theoretically play with any card as the boss, but you would have to give it a life agreed upon between you or you and the players, and then also the person who's gonna be playing as the boss. Um, each player's life is automatically set to 3. Use a piece of paper to keep track of this. Players win when they hit the boss after it has no more life. The boss wins when all players have been hit after having no more life. So you win the same way you win a normal game of One Piece, but each player automatically has 3. I thought it would be easier to do that. Weaker leaders will get a little bit of a life boost. Stronger leaders will get a little bit weaker, but I think it's fair to the boss to make it at least somewhat winnable for them. Um, especially depending on how much power you give them. Opening turn, actually, yeah. So we're now that's all set up. Now we're getting into the actual game. Opening turn. Players and boss draw 5 cards to their hand. This is obviously after you've set your life cards up. The players go first before the boss, no matter what. There's no coin flip. The players have to figure out between themselves who's going first, but the boss never goes first. No one can attack for life until everyone has finished their first turn. Okay, I don't know if I explained this in my notes, but there are the things called rounds in this, and basically when everyone has finished their turn, that is 1 round. So when say I'm playing with 2 other people, so it's me, 2 other people, and then the boss. So when those 2 other people and the boss all finish their first turn, that's the end of round 1. And then when it's my turn again, that's the start of round 2. So it's kind of like in rounds. Drawing. This is normal for One Piece card game. Once per turn, each player and the boss draws both 1 card from their deck and 1 Don from their Don deck. Um, Basic attacking. Each player can attack once per turn, not including actions or abilities. So like I know Green Zoro has an ability where he can attack twice. If an ally is getting attacked, a player can use their leader, only leader, or if they have a blocker, to redirect the attack of their leader. So this is all inspired by the rooftop battle on the rooftop of Onigashima, and also a little bit inspired by the battle against the Seraphim on Egghead. Zoro jumps in the way of that attack that Big Mom and Kaido use. I wanted to recreate that in here. It also allows you to be more strategic. If the boss is attacking your buddy who has no more life and is about to get knocked out, and you have 3 life, sacrifice your life for that guy. And now playing cards. This is when it gets a little bit weird. I haven't fully decided how I want this to be. I need to test it, and I probably will either in this video or the next video. But players can play up to 1 card on their field at a time. The next turn, each player can discard that card to allow them to play another card. So, say I have my leader, whatever. I play down, I don't know, OPO1 Zoro, or not starter deck 1 Zoro. Play it down. It's in front or behind. It's in front of my leader or in the like place where I play my cards. I get the effect. I attack with its rush. and then I end my turn. Then when it's my turn again, I can discard that Zoro, and then that same turn play another, let's just say OPO1 or Sergeant 1 Nami. That way then you still are getting those abilities. If it was just leaders versus leaders, not only would it be boring, there also wouldn't be much you could do. But also I don't want you just having an army of big hitters on your field, but also I want you to be able to swap it out. Um, so that will be interesting. I haven't tested this game yet, so I'm gonna test it. I also, if you guys want to play it and try it out, I'll post the rules in my community tab. Is that what it's called? I'll post the rules either there or in the description. Um, if you want to make contents or if you want to do a video on it, please comment down below. Like once you've made the video, so I can check it out. Cause I want to see how it goes and I want to improve it. But now that we finished with rules, um, is that all the rules? I'm pretty sure. Oh, other rules. One Piece is adding a rotation that, as of right now, I don't think. We'll have to see how the game works, but I don't think I'm gonna have that affect the game. Any card, no matter what rotation they're in, can be played in this format as of right now. We'll see, but as of right now. Now let's go. Let's check some new cards that I made. So the first card that I made, because the card that, or the, it is the card that inspired me to make this entire thing, is purple yellow Kaido and Linlin leader. There is a purple Kaido and Linlin card that inspired me to make this. However, that card I think needed some tweaks, and also I kind of wanted I would prefer if the bosses were leaders, simply because they already have, like, because you can play, the boss can also play cards, so it'd be kind of weird to play a card. But also I don't know, you don't have to use a leader as the boss, but it might be more thematic, or it might be a little bit easier for the boss if they have a boss card. But this is another rule I should add. When a card is the boss card, it acts as a leader. So card effects that say if your leader is blah 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 type, the boss card is the leader in that scenario. But let's get back to this card. Its archetype is Road to King, Animal Pirates, or Animal Kingdom Pirates, and Big Mom Pirates. Damage in life, it has a set like base of 7,000 and attack or damage, and then 3 life. If you're using it as a boss, these change, as I've said before. Ability, when attacking, Dawn -10, KO all characters, then add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards, and trash up to 1 card from the top of all of your opponent's life cards. You cannot do anything until your next turn. So, what does this mean? It's the same relative idea as normal Kaido and Linlin card, except it's supposed to be the combo attack that they use. Once you have 10 Dawn, you reset yourself. You can't use this attack until you get those 10 Dawn back, but you automatically take one. So if they're all at 0 life, you just win the game. But also you can't block after this. So it's busted in theory. If you have good Dawn recycling, it can be really good. If you're playing this as a player, it can be a little bit tricky, but it will automatically get 1 life from the boss. So, and it will recover your health. So, it's a gamble. And if you play strategically, it can be good, but if you don't play it right, it will leave you open, since you can't block, you can't guard, you can't whatever, you will be losing life. So you have to use it smart. Or not use it at all. I don't know. I don't think people use it. Next card though is one that I really like, is Blue Purple Law Leader. They have a couple of law leaders. I always like when law is. I like when cards capture the ability that they use in the anime slash manga. And Law's Room, Shambles is one of my favorite abilities. So I always thought that he should be a blue card to draw. Like that's what he should be doing. But I don't think they have a blue leader Law. And then also purple, because purple is gonna be one of the best colors here. Oh, that's another thing I mentioned. Purple blue, red, basically any color can be good. I don't know. Again, I don't know green. I don't know if green has like a set stereotype or if it's just random BS go. But I feel like purple, which lets you manipulate Dawn, and blue, which lets you manipulate hands, is gonna be really good to get the game going, speed it up, boost into late game early before, like, say you're fighting against the Kaido leader, before it gets the 10 Dawn to wipe out an automatic life from all of you and your allies. But let's get into the lore. Its archetype is Road to King and Heart Pirates. Base damage is 6,000. Base life is 3. Again, if it's the boss, this changes. Ability, activate main once per turn. Dawn minus 3. You may return the specified Dawn, the specified number of Dawn cards from your field to your Dawn deck. So that. You and your allies look at the top 5 cards from the top of your decks. Reveal up to one any type card and add it to your hands. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. It's basically the Nami searcher, but as a leader, and it also lets you search. It lets all of you, like you and your allies, all search for one card that could be any archetype. Um, Basically letting players. Obviously, it's Dawn minus 3. I think I'm gonna change this later because Dawn minus 3. It is a busted ability, but also I might make it Dawn. I think I'm gonna make it. I think I'm gonna change it. I think I'm gonna make it Dawn minus 2. Or should I? No, no, no. I should not make it Dawn minus. I think I'm gonna make it consume Dawn instead of get rid of Dawn. We'll see. I'll figure that out later. I'll make updates as I update the game. As of right now, that's what Trafalgar Law Blue Purple does. Let's move on to the next. Okay, so I have made boss cards. Let's call it the next boss card. It is Yellow Seraphim. This is based on the Egghead battle against the Seraphim. Archetype is Road to King, Egghead, and Seraphim. Base damage is 7,000. Base life is 3. Again, can change when it's the boss. Ability, activate main, Dawn minus 2. This card cannot be attacked. This ability can only be used every other turn. It's the Flames, Flame On, whatever you want to call it. Um, it is Dawn minus 2 because that is busted. It means that you can't get rid of its life. And it could have a blocker. But to make it a little bit more fair, its next turn it can't use that. So every other what did I call them again? I forgot what I called them. Oh my gosh, I should write this down. But like every other not rotation. What did I call it? Every player does a turn, and then that's the end of one whatever. When everyone ends their turn, so say Seraphim uses this ability, then me and my two buddies play our turns, and then it's their turn, the Seraphim's turn again. It cannot use that, and it's how then you attack every other. I think it was rotation. I forget every other rotation, whatever. Um, but yeah, that could be a little bit busted if played correctly. And then the last leader or last card I made is Black Kaku. Um, its archetype is Road to King / CP0. Base damage 6,000. Base life 3. Again, change if it's the boss. Ability: when attacking, you may trash 2 cards from the top of your deck. Search yours or your typo. Search yours or your allies' trash for 1 action and play it. I think I will update this because it's not written in a way that makes sense. But basically, what you're doing is you're trashing 2 cards and you're searching all of the trash except for the boss's trash for an action to play. Now, this if you trash 2 cards and one of them just happens to be a action, bada bing bada bang, you get a free action. This card will probably be very busted, especially, and I have a little section down here in my notes with a suggested leader like Rob Lucci, which trash the top 2 cards of your deck, give up to one of your opponent's characters -1 cost for this turn, which obviously, if you play with the old black cards, you'll be able to get rid of your boss's cards by using the cost KOing method, but also you'll be having constantly putting cards in your disc or your trash. Kaku could recycle any actions to do stuff. So, and but it is when attacking though. So you're not gonna be using this defensively. You're gonna be using it offensively. But I think that's a pretty busted ability. We'll have to see. Suggested leaders. I put the Useless Captain Kid. You may turn the top card of your life cards face up, set up to one of your 3 to 8 cost characters with the supernova type active. That character gains blocker until the end of your opponent's next turn. Not only will you know what's in your life, you'll also have a blocker, so the boss can't automatically KO you. And I also put Purple Luffy. Activate main once per turn. You may take the top card from your life cards to your hands. If the amount of Dawn on your field is to or 0 or 3 or more, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck as active. Yes, you're draining your life, which is why I don't know if I should suggest this card. I don't know, but I might make a card in the future when I update this game that can recycle life. And I'm pretty sure there are, but I mean, okay, let me rephrase. That can recycle life for more than one player. So I'm thinking a card that says uh, Dawn minus or Dawn whatever, or once per turn or whatever. Uh, select one ally and give and put uh, and then put like the bottom card from your deck to the top of their life, or have them put the bottom card of their deck to the top of their life, whatever. So then you can heal. Because I think yellow is gonna be this also is gonna be acting RPG. So yellow is gonna be the healer, red, and I think green will be like the attackers. Purple will be like paladins or not paladins, mages. Uh, the blue and maybe green will be like a fast, speedy type. Like there's gonna be different archetypes within like the just the colors alone, and then black will be like the what are those things called? Necromancer, who like is bringing people up from the dead. Like there's gonna be a lot of little archetypes within it. So it's gonna be really fun. Do I have anything else I need to say? I'm gonna make a couple of updates, and then I'm gonna try and figure out how to do a uh like simulation of this or like an example of a match um with visuals. I don't know what as of right now I don't know what I'm gonna be playing. I might play like a One Piece card game like match over this as I'm talking, but I do plan on making a video. Or if you guys want to make a video on like playing the game and comment, so I can like, or if you like, if I could use that or whatever, like, or if I could like send people that way and like be like, look at this video, so then I can update the game and people can see how it's played. I think this will be a really fun format for people, especially people who don't necessarily have. I mean, obviously you need friends to play the game, but you could also technically play it alone. I know I said in the trailer you need friends. You could technically play it alone. It also I think we're bringing like D&D people since it is kind of like that role play aspect. It also would be a fun. It's also I should have said this at the start. I'm saying also a lot, so I'm sorry, but I should have said at the start that's based on the Pokemon Raid uh side event format. 'Cause I thought that was so awesome. But yeah, that's it for this video. I think it'll be fun. Please test it out. If you want to make a YouTube video or YouTube short or whatever, um, please do testing out the format. Or if you, even if you just want to make a video, I don't care. I want people to have fun. I'm also when it comes to these new cards, um, I'm not making these cards and I'm not selling anything. This is not none of this is mine. This is all One Piece, the manga, anime, Toei Animation, Eiichiro Oda, um, the artists who make the art of the cards. None of this is mine. I use a website. I forget what it's called. And the artists, like the actual card arts, like the Kaku, the alternate art, and actually not the art. The base art is from the anime. The alternate art is from fan art. Like none of this is mine. I just made it all together. Like the idea, even the idea isn't fully mine. People have had this idea before, Um, so whatever, if you have a piece of paper or like cardboard and you want to print the new cards that I made, that works. Um, I think that's a workaround if you have a printer, or if you want to use your phone and have that act as the leader card. But none of this, I'm not selling anything. I'm not ever planning on selling any of this. It's all free. That's why if you want to make videos on it, if you want to add suggestions or like your own cards, whatever, like this is just for fun. This is fan made. I love the One Piece card game. I love One Piece, and I want to add something to it. And I think this will be a fun format to play with friends. It could be a party night thing. It could be whatever. Um, but yeah, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.